see you.
Thank
Nice.
you. I missed you last time I was here. You were
Probably not here somewhere, probably away or something like that, maybe somewhere in Ireland.
some part of the world.
Yeah, well, not far because we don't travel very much anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's here, yes, she's here.
So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. On behalf of His Grace Chaitanya Vallabha Prabhu, I'd like to welcome all of you today, and especially His Holiness Sundara Caitanya Maharaj, Sundara Caitanya Goswami Maharaj, who came to visit us. He comes on a yearly basis, and we're very, very pleased that he managed to come this year as well. So, His Holiness Sundara Caitanya Goswami Maharaj is actually from Mauritius originally, and he's actually one of the first devotees that came in our lives. Yeah, he's the first devotee I met, actually, in this life. And he's a leader, he's an educator, he's a youth mentor, and he's a festival organizer. He's done a lot for the movement in Mauritius itself, and now, since a number of years, he's been doing a lot worldwide. So let's all welcome His Holiness Sundara Caitanya Maharaj Ki Jai. Let's give a loud Haribol. 1, 2, 3. Haribol! So Maharaj joined in 1982. So that's a long time ago, over 40 years ago. And I would say we should all take advantage and make the best out of this opportunity that we have today in Maharaj's association. So I won't take too much. I'll hand over to Maharaj now.
Also mention the topic. What's the topic? Krishna. Greatness of Krishna as a Supreme Personality of God.
Okay, this is the topic for today. Maharaj will speak about Krishna and
As the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why is he Supreme Personality of Godhead? That's Mataji. Vrinda asked me to.
okay, Jai.
Jai Radha Jai
Hare
की Prabhupada की Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri-Gurave Namah Sri Caitanya Manavishtam Sthavidam Yena Swayam Rupa Bhajana Yadati Swavidam Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gaurisa Bhuvita Kanta Radha Kanta Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavameshwari Vrishabhanusri Anamani Haritu Ramchakalpataryascha Kripa Sindhubhyaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Radharika Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ten, 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. 10:8. Mata sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Two Prabhus and two Matajis can recite also. Read. Aham sarvasya prabhava.
Aham sarvasya prabho.
Aham sarvasya prabhava.
Matta sarva pravartate.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Iti matva bhajante ma.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Buddha bhavan samanvita.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Aham sarvasya prabhava.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Matva bhajante mam.
Iti matva bhajante ma.
Buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Mati.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Sarvasya prabho.
Sarva pravartate.
Sarva pravartate.
Matva bhajante mam.
Iti matva bhajante ma.
Buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Mataji.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Aham sarvasya prabho.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Iti matva bhajante ma.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Aham sarvasya prabho.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Mata sarvam pravartate.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Iti matva bhajante ma.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Buddha bhava samanvita.
You can repeat after me. I'm the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, and who knows how to apply his teaching, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literatures agree that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.24, it is said that Brahmanam Valadhi Purvam Yo Vaidam Cha Gana Yati Sma Krishna. It was Krishna who is in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad says also Purusho Havat Narayano Kamayata Praja Srejati. Srejati, then the Supreme Personality Narayan desired to create living entities. Upanishad continues, Narayana Brahma Jayate Narayana Prajapatihi Prajayate Narayana Indra Jayate Narayana Astu Vasayo Jayante Narayana Ekadasa Rudra Jayante Narayana Dwadasa Ditya. From Narayan, Brahma is born. From Narayan, the patriarch are also born. From Narayan, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayan, the 11 Rudras are born. And from Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putro, the son of Devaki, Krishna, the Supreme Personality. Narayana Upanishad 4. Then it is said, Eko vai Narayana, Asina Brahma na Isno, na Po na Nagni Samo, Neme Dhyai Apit TV and Nakshatrani na Suryaha. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Person Narayana, and there was no Brahma, no Shiva, no fire, no moon, no stars, the sky, no sun. Mahapanishad 1 in the Mahapanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma Krishna it says, Prajapatim Charva Brahmachapi Ahameva Sujami Vai Tohi Mam Na Vijanito Mama Maya Vimohito. The patriarchs Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. In the Purana, in the Varaha Purana it is said, Narayana Parodevas Tasmad Jatasya Dharmuka Tasmad Rudro Bhavateva Sacha Sarva Getam Gataha. Narayana is the Supreme Person of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations and is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all, everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna as in such a way from the bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature, engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretation of Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Hare Krishna. So, in Sanskrit, Lord is called Bhagavan. 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 Van means one who possesses. Bhaga means the six opulence. So God must have six opulences. You know? And if you find someone on the street having these opulences, six, then you must know he is God. What are the six opulences? Most beautiful, more wealthiest, most famous, strength, wisdom and renunciation. These six. God means one who possesses these six, is most beautiful, most powerful, most knowledgeable, most famous, and most strongest, and renunciation. Six. This is called Bhagavan. But you would find this only in the Rhine. You may find someone who is famous, knowledgeable, but he is not renounced. You may find someone who is renounced, knowledgeable, but not famous. This is what happened when Lakshmi was born. Well, Lakshmi Devi come from the ocean when they were doing the milk churning. Lakshmi came from that. And Lakshmi was looking for her partner, her consort, her companion. And he saw so many demigods there. The demigods, some were famous, beautiful, but not powerful. Some were powerful, but not knowledgeable. And then at last she saw Narayan. When she saw Vishnu, then Narayan is complete. And she said, yes, this is my partner. And she came and put a garland on Lord Vishnu, Narayan. So here Krishna and Vishnu is the same. It's expansion. So even if we see in Ramachandra, Ramayana, what did we say first? The first one?
Most beautiful.
Most beautiful. Okay, let's take that. Ramchandra, when he was born, is so beautiful. His beauty was exquisite. Even the father and mother would get up at night. In the dead of the night, they would get up to go to the room of Rama. What to do?
See.
To just look at them at him. Darshanatra. In the midnight. It's so attractive, so beautiful. Ramachandra. Dasrat would secretly go. And Kaushalya also said secretly go. They didn't tell each other. And then when they went there, they found it. Both were there to see Ramachandra. Okay, most powerful, second. Ramachandra single-handedly, he had been wiped out 14,000 demons at one. Just Ram alone. 14,000 wiped out. You know, it was very powerful. And he's been killing this demon, Ravana. Krishna also. Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill. Who can do that? 7 days, 7 nights. He's showing his prowess. We say God is great. We say God is great, right? God is great. But how great He is mentioned in Bhagavatam. He's showing His prowess, His power by doing all these activities. We may understand God is great, but we may not know how great, what is the extent of His greatness. That's why He has to do some activities so that we can understand the extent of His greatness. Okay? Most beautiful, we said.
Strong.
Powerful, we said.
Yes, and knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. The knowledge of the Gita given by Krishna, Prabhupada said there is no better speaker than Krishna. Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is the song of the absolute truth. It never changed. If you read the newspaper today, what do you do with it after? It's true. Because it's not absolute, it is fake. It is not, it is just temporary knowledge. You just throw it, burn it. You know, it isn't absolute. It changes all the time. But this knowledge of Gita has never changed. It is absolutely, eternally true. You know, including Ram also. Same. Never change. And Krishna, when Krishna speaks in Gita, he doesn't say, maybe like this, maybe like that, or perhaps. These are not the words. Krishna is using in Gita, asamsayaha. Eva. Eva is a very small word. Eva means certainly. Asamsaya means there is no doubt, Arjuna. No doubt. You take any verse, any point. Okay, let us say. Krishna is saying that the man is chanchal. Is man chanchal? Means flickering.
Yeah.
Was it chanchal in the past? Is it chanchal now? Is it going to be chanchal in the future? Absolutely true. That will change. Krishna is saying that the body will die. He said, did the body die in the past? Is dying now? In the future? It's absolute. That's what it Bhagavad means absolute. Never change. The sum of the absolute. You take any point, any verse from any part of Bhagavad Gita, it's absolutely true. But politicians, they will say something today, The scientists will say something today and they will change it after. A politician, they will say something and they will lie. You know? But any part of Gita never changed. So, this body is made of 8 elements: earth, water, fire, air. Was it like that in the past? Is it like that now? Is it going to be like this in the future? So, it's eternally true. Okay, knowledge. Now what else?
Famous.
Famous. Yes. Most famous. Maybe, let's say, Mr. Donald Trump is famous in America. Maybe some other countries, but no in the whole world. Right? He's not most famous everywhere. But God is most famous everywhere. Right? So he's all famous, not only famous, but all famous. Everybody is thinking of God. Everyone is in the heart of everybody. Next one. Even Ramachandra was famous, but when Ramachandra was going to the forest, all the inhabitants of Ayodhya, they all wanted to go with him. They say, we'll make forest Ayodhya, and Ayodhya will become the forest. We'll send all the animals. We'll go with Ram. Everyone wanted to go with Ram. He's famous. Next. There is one more before. You have said everything, or the five? What? The one day. When Ramachandra's father, Dasrath, was doing yajna, he would invite people, guests from all over the world, all over the universe, even interplanetary system they were coming. And he had made such an elaborate arrangement for everyone to have their accommodation. Can you imagine? When we organize Janmashtami, we know how difficult it is. Right? But Dasrath was organizing yajna. He would invite people from all over the universe, interplanetary, and they would come. He would arrange for every of them for accommodation. How wealthy Ayodhya was. So Ram also, the wealthiest and most renounced. So Ram, he was supposed to be coronated next day, right? The next day was supposed to be coronated, but something happened the night before. That the other mother said, Ram has to be banished to the forest. For how many years? 14 years. He was supposed to be coronated next day. But then he said, that much only? Mother, that much only? Only 14 years. You know, I thought you would say more. I don't mind. Then he just left the kingdom and went to the forest. On the order of his father. Because father owed some boon to his mother, as a mother. So he went, he just left. It's mostly now, everything belongs to him, but he can give up everything. Everything. We are attached, but we can just renounce everything. That has been shown as Ramachandra. All the 6 opulences. So now this verse here, it is clear. Everything, I am the source of all spiritual and material. What does that mean? He's the source. And he's saying the other way also. I'm the source and everything comes from me. Both mean the same thing. But for us to understand, I'm the source and everything comes from. So if he's the source, everything comes from him, then he must be God. Nothing comes from outside of God. Mata parataram na anyat kinchi asti. Surely that nothing comes out of Krishna. Everything comes from him, from his body. He can manifest everything. But that doesn't mean that God diminishes. You know, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnashadaya Evavashishte. Om Purnam, God is complete. If I take 100 rupees from my pocket, in 100 rupees is less. But from Krishna, although all the universe manifests from him, but God never diminishes. Right? He remained complete whole. Om Purnam. Purnam means complete whole. He remained a complete whole. Never diminishes. You know, material world, if you take something from somewhere, it diminishes. But no matter how much unit come from Krishna, Krishna remains complete whole. Right? And now, there was one story, we were just reading that. There was one king, Satyavrat. Satyavrat was doing oblation in the river. He was taking water, offering to the ancestors. Just a fish came and took that fish. And the fish told him, please save me, save my life. Because in the river water there are many sharks and dangerous. Please save me, protect me. Then the king took that fish and brought it home, put in a jar. And then slowly, a few days, the fish grew bigger than the jar. And the fish is telling King Satyavrat, please save me, put me in a bigger place. I cannot move in a jar. Then the king put the fish into a well. Then a few days, the fish grew the size of the well. Cannot move. And he's saying, please, help me. Put me in a bigger place. And he put the fish in a lake. And a few days the fish grew into the size of the lake. Cannot move. Please help me, And the king took the fish to the ocean. And the fish became the size of the ocean. And then Satyavrat king understood this fish must be none other than God. Must be God. Otherwise, how can it grow like this? Then he asked the fish, who are you? Please tell me, who are you? And the fish is replying, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have come to save you. He was telling the king Satyavrat. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, I have come to save you. Who can expand? Only God can expand. And God is unlimited. Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rup. Ananta Rupa means unlimited form. Is unlimited. There's no limit. Ananta means limited. Ananta means no limit. God, there is no limit to God. You can't measure God. Remember when who was this? Bali Maharaj asked Vamandev, you want some land? Okay, you can measure what size do you want. He was a dwarf. God took the form of a dwarf. Okay, you want to measure 3 steps? Okay, measure, I want to give you 3 steps of land. But this is God, his step is not like ours. So he made the first step covering the whole planet, Earth. And Bali Maharaj was shocked. And made the second step covering the universe. Our step is just 1 meter. But his step covering the universe. And the king doesn't know what to do for the 3rd step. He said, I can give you 3 steps. Now he cannot give. So we cannot measure. God is unlimited. So, and then he said, now you just, there will be inundation, pralay. there will be pralaya, inundation in 1 week. The world will be covered, devastation. So what you do, there will be a boat in the ocean. So you take the brahmanas, the saintly people, the animals, the seed and the herbs. You yourself, you just boarding the boat. And then there will be complete devastation of water. And the boat will be floating, and that's how you can save yourself. This part looks like the Bible also has something like that. Noah is it? Noah, right? Yeah, but that's Bhagavatam also. You get into the boat, there will be deluge. So this is how the Lord expressed, the Lord come to save his devotee, and Krishna comes every time there is adharma, he comes. Yadaidahi. So, but Lord Krishna, now here, after this, the 12, this 8 verse, 8, 11, 8, 9, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 12th verse in the Gita, the 12th one in this chapter. Now Arjuna is claiming. Arjuna is saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam. You are the Supreme Lord. Arjuna is confirming. Text 8, 9, 10, text 12, no?
Yes.
12. Param Brahma, Param Dhama. He's saying, Krishna, you are the Supreme. And many sages were saying before, Devala, Asita, Vyasa, but now you yourself are telling me. You see? So why these 4 verses are important? Because after speaking the 4 verses, Arjuna is saying, not Krishna, Arjuna is saying, you are Supreme God. And forgive me, I was playing with you, I was sitting on the same bed, same chair, sitting on the same plate, I thought you were my friend. I've called you, Mitra, Sakha, but now I'm realizing you're not my friend. I have also called you Vasudeva. But Vasudeva is not, his father was called Vasudeva. But Vasudeva was not a great warrior. So calling Krishna Vasudeva like demeaning. Because Vasudeva, when he would fight in the war, somebody has to sit with him on the chariot. He was not such a great warrior. So to call Krishna Vasudeva like demeaning. And sometimes you would call him Yadav. Yadav also is demeaning because Yadavas were not ruling. The Kauravas were ruling. So I call you friend, I call you sleeping on the same bed. You know what Arjuna was doing? When Krishna and Rukmini would be sitting on the bed together, talking, Arjuna would come and sit in the middle. Husband and wife both sides. Arjuna, because of his friendship with Krishna, would come and sit in the middle. So much friendship. And now he's realizing. And now now at the end he's asking Krishna, show me your universal form. There was no need to show universal form to Arjuna because Arjuna already convinced. Text 12. Why is asking universal form? For people, because Krishna extended, he saw his universal form. If anyone would claim to be God, there are many fake gods also. Many people claim to be God. Then they also have to be able to show their universal form. So this is God. So God's greatness is powerful, most beautiful, no one can exceed God. Mata Paratram Nandya. Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Even whatever we do, we can't do without the mercy of God. Sometimes there is a child. The child wants to lift the chair, but cannot. But the father is holding the chair on top. And the child is holding the chair. And the child is thinking he's holding the chair. But who's helping? Father. So whatever we do in this world, without the sanction of the Lord, we cannot do. And God, Krishna is also everywhere. He gives the example, Sutri Mani Ganaiva, which means like, this garden. It's a nice garden. What is holding all the flowers together?
The string.
The string. Can you see the string? Can't see. If you cut the string, all the flowers will be scattered. So that is what Krishna is saying. That Sutri Mani Gana Iva means like pearl string on a thread. All the pearls are together because of the thread. So that thread is Krishna's energy. It's everywhere. All the planets are moving in orbits. Who is moving them? Krishna is not coming to move with his hand, his planet. No. It's being done by his energy. Just like in a factory, there are 500 workers to run the machine. The owner, the manager, or the owner will not come and move the machine by his own hand. By his order, all the workers are working, and the machine also working. So this is why understanding God is not an easy fact. And Prabhupada called him the Supreme Personality of three powerful words. Okay, Supreme Personality of... Why God is not enough? You could have said Godhead, that's it. But that's not enough to describe him, because there are many gods. There are many demigods. We also part of God. So he said Supreme God. But that's also not enough to say only Supreme God. What Prabhupada said? Supreme Personality, because God is a person. You can exchange love with him. That's like we have a person, he also has a personality. That's why there's Supreme Personality of God. Understand it? Now in the culture we say, I saw recited earlier, Om. Right? Who is Om? Om also is Godhead. Om is God. But Om is like saying, I am saying the Prime Minister. Right? I'm just saying Prime Minister. There's no much detail. He's a post. But who is he, we don't know. Right? So if I say, affect a name, like, Minister of India is Narendra Modi. So by taking his name, the whole picture comes. White hair, white beard, chashma, is wearing blue shirt, always like this. So just by taking his name, all the detail comes. Similarly, calling out the name of God, his name, gives everything. That's why we chant the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama. Right? So we're calling out his name. He's the greatest. Because Om is generic, like a post position. There's no detail in it. So that's why we call out the name, because the Lord has invested all his energy into the holy name. So, yes, is a source of everything. Everything comes from him, and Everything emanates from him and is the source of everything. Like we say, the sky is the limit. Everything is within the sky. There's nothing outside the sky. So everything comes from him. But there is only one thing that can bind Krishna. The rope. What kind of rope? Ropes of devotion. Krishna surrendered to devotion, if you have devotion. But yes, he is the supreme and also he is the source, is yes mentioned, even the source of Shiva, Brahma. Even Shiva, Brahmaji Brahma is a first created being. Brahma is a first created being. Brahma was born from the navel, lotus flower coming from the navel of Vishnu. So Brahma was born in the lotus flower, and when Brahmaji foreheaded and headed, he was looking, where am I? Where is the source of my existence? Then he went into the stem of the lotus flower. Very long. He could not find the origin. He came up and he heard two words from the ocean. Ta, pa. He has to do austerity. And then when he did austerity, then Lord Vishnu appeared, and Lord Vishnu enlightened Lord Brahmaji, giving the Vedas to him. Right? So this is the very first creation is Brahmaji. We say Brahma is a creator, right? But he's not the first creator. The creation of the universe was done by Vishnu, coming from his spore. And then Brahmaji is like an interior decorator. Let's say you have this building made and then decoration is made after. So Brahmaji is an interior decorator. We say he's creator, but he's doing secondary creation, population. Creating that population. That's why it's called a creator. And Shiva, so Brahma, when Brahma was there, he wanted to create. So that the first creation was created was the four Kumaras. Four Kumaras. Four dwarfs. So he asked them, we have to also create. Get married and make creation. But the four Kumaras, they did not want, they want to remain celibate. And Brahmaji became angry. So when Brahma became angry, Rudra was born from his forehead. Rudra was born from his forehead, that is Shiva. This is how creation started. They were all Prajapatis that started the creation. Now, some people may say, all these look like far-fetched. The fish speaking, Hanuman is flying in the air, or Brahma, Shiva was born from here. But they say it is mythology. You know what is mythology? Myth. Just imagination. No, it's not imagination. This is beyond our understanding. We cannot comprehend. Main thing that we can't understand. The scientists will say, we must see first, then we'll believe. Right? Seeing is believing. Do we agree with that? They say seeing is believing. We must experience in laboratory, we can see, then we believe. But that's wrong. Why it is wrong? There are many things that we believe in the existence, but although we have not seen. What is that? The air, the wind. Can you see? You can't. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So seeing is believing is wrong. Right? Many things we don't see that we believe. Okay, do you have brain? You have. Have you seen it? It doesn't mean it's not there, it's there, although we have not seen it. Prabhupada gave the example of square root minus 1. What is the answer? Imaginary number. And that has been used to solve many mathematical problems. But still they have not figured out what is it. Is this imaginary? So they say, first we must see God, then I believe. But that's wrong. It's not because, okay, if you want to see, how do you see with your eyes? But eyes is defective. You cannot conclude the absolute truth with the eyes because eyes is defective. What is the size of the sun according to your eyes? Like a coin. Is it really that size? So eyes is defective. So we cannot conclude with the eyes. The only way we can conclude truthfulness is through by hearing from the scripture. This is perfect. Not with the eyes, not with the tongue. So this is a way we see knowledge through sabda praman, by hearing from the right source, and we can conclude the absolute truth. So this is why the scriptures are there. It's written by God Himself. If it is written by man, it will be defective. This is written by whom? Vyasadeva is an expansion of Krishna. It's perfect, perfect. Everything is, there's no defect in Sastra. So that's the point here that Krishna is Gita. This Bhagavad Gita is a cream, like it's a presi. Is that in English? Presi? No. Summary. It's a summary. It's like you take all the books, all the knowledge, you boil them down to become like a cream. So this is a book that you can read also in this lifetime and understand the nature of Krishna. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So I'll stop here because I wish to take some questions we have.
From oral to the Sanskrit, how was made the passage?
Again?
From oral to Sanskrit, how was made the passage?
Orally.
To Sanskrit, to writing, how was made the passage?
The last, what you said?
Passage, like the
Passage.
passage.
Okay. From Sanskrit.
From oral to Sanskrit, how was made the passage?
The passage.
To that.
From Sanskrit, I mean, the books were written in Sanskrit, definitely. In the beginning it was made from Sanskrit. But we have also Sanskrit scholar.
The word was made by oral word.
From sound to written, how was it done?
Translated?
Yeah.
Okay, the Vedas, they were spoken. Okay, words. Spoken words. In the beginning it was spoken by Vishnu to Brahma. And the incarnation of Krishna called Vyasadeva, he's the author. So understanding that people in Kali Yuga, in this age, they will forget very easily. And long ago, there was no books. It was just from mouth to mouth words, and they could remember. They were called Srutidhar. Srutidhar means once they hear, they can remember. Long ago, in the other age, there was no book. Once you say something, the people will hear, understand everything. They can capture everything. But he knew that in Kali Yuga, people will be short life, short mind, and they will forget easily. If I tell you what were you doing this morning, 9:51? Remember? This morning, I'm talking not yesterday. This morning. Come. Because mind cannot remember. That's why, yes, Vyasdev, he knows everything. He has the knowledge. And that time there was no WhatsApp or Facebook. He was sitting in a cave in Badrinath. And Ganesh was there, Ganesh. And he told Ganesh, I'm going to dictate, you must write. So Ganesh is the first writer. And Vyasdeva was dictating and Ganesh was writing. Right? This is how it comes into existence in books. And now the books are preserved. So from words, you're saying the question is from the words, and Vyasadeva and wrote all the wordings into books, because for us, we will forget very quickly, so that we can remember. That's it, how it came from words into writing. Thank you. Nice question. Any other?
Yes, Mark, thank you very much for a very nice class. In the translation and also the rest of your class, you were emphasizing the greatness of Krishna. The greatness of Krishna, his qualities, like that. In the translation, Krishna is emphasizing to Arjuna that those who know this greatness, that they engage in devotional service. So one may get the impression that you can worship Krishna formally, just like they do in some other religions. You know, they know God is great, so they offer formal worship like that. So I just wondered how we can understand loving exchanges between the living entity and Krishna. Because here it doesn't really mention that. It says that the living entity should offer the worship with love, but it doesn't talk about the reciprocation that he gives. So I just wondered if you'd like to talk about that.
Yeah, the second line saying, Iti madva bhajante mam buddha bhava samandika. Buddha means the learned, the pandit, the sage, the great soul. Those who know this, those who know what? That Krishna is the source of everything and everything comes from him. Those who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service with their hearts. Yes. With the heart here means with heart, because the heart is a place where the Lord is also residing. The heart is a place with the soul and the super soul. And that's why hearts should be always soft. The soul and the super soul is residing in the heart. So the heart is a place also where when we are inviting the Lord, we should invite the Lord to our heart. We are pulling Rath Yatra from Kurukshetra to our heart. Right? So the emotion is there. It means there is a relationship between the devotee and the Lord. There's a loving exchanges. Lord is not just, we think of Lord as somebody who gives punishment, who is cruel, who takes away our life. That's also God. That's one aspect of God. But this is the Kathor aspect of God, means the Bhayanak aspect of God. God is also death. God is also birth. He's the one who gives birth. But God is also love. Right? So there is a eternal relationship between devotees and the Lord, and with loving service, with loving exchanges. God has these loving exchanges with his devotees. With the exchange of the karmis non-devotees, their relationship has been lost. The relationship is there, but it is lost. The relationship of jnani and God it is denied. You know, Jnana means impersonalist. And relationship of yogi with God is through Paramatma. But the relationship of devotees, bhakta with Krishna, is through devotional service to the Lord, the personal form of the Lord Krishna. So they dedicate their life, they worship the God, they spread His message, always think of Him, become my devotee, think of me, become my devotee, offer your homage unto me, respect to me. You know, this is the how the devotees offer the offering of devotion, analog devotion to the Lord. So, yes, then they worship because we know He is everything. Bhoktaram tasam sarvalokamaya. Krishna is saying, I am the enjoyer. We're not enjoyer. We have to be enjoyed by God. He's enjoyer because He's proprietor. Bhoktaram yagatapasam olavatapasya. He's enjoyer. Sarvalokam Maheshwaram, He's a proprietor of all planets. Suridam Sarvabhutanam, He's a friend of everyone. The best friend. Suridam means Rida. Rida means heart. He's a well-wisher of everyone. Our eternal well-wisher. Our eternal companion. Now He's with us as Paramatma. Even if we die, we take another birth, He will be there. If you go to London, He will be with you. Wife may not go with you, but He's going with you. And we die, we take another, maybe also animal life, like for example, we may become a cat. He's also there in the body of a cat. So He's our eternal companion. So once we know that He's our best friend, He's a proprietor, He's an enjoyer, and then those who are intelligent, they'll spend their time, dedicate their time, their lifetime to serve Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any other question or what's the next program here? See how the question is.
It's not a question, but it's just I'm curious to know about it. For example, as you're saying that Krishna is enjoying us, He's playing with us, like we are in this material world. So our only purpose is just to go back to Godhead, right? So if He wants us back, why we are here and why we are so much prone to Maya? And
Why are we here? If He wants us. You can take the example of a father. A father wants the children, but sometimes the children become independent. Right? Is it the fault of the father? Because we desire to be independent. Because soul is powerful. So soul has a desire to have the capacity to desire. That's it. The soul is powerful. The soul has the capacity to desire. And the Lord sanctions. But He's not responsible. He sanctions it. Whatever you want, He sanctions it. Because without Him you can't do anything. But it is not His fault completely. Whatever desire we have, good or bad, He just sanctions it. But it's not His. He's not responsible. But He wants us back. That's why He spoke in the Gita. Sarvadharman paritaja, come to me. He wants you to come back to Him. But He has given us independence. But we are misusing that independence. Instead of using independence for Him, we are misusing that independence to enjoy the world. That's why we suffer. But otherwise He wants us. And at the end, Krishna is also saying before Arjuna Gita, some people may say the other way, they can say, oh, why is God commanding? Why is God is asking, to love Him? But no. In Gita also, He says, He spoke the Gita at the end, He said, Arjuna, now you do what you want. He also said that. It means He's not trying to control you. That's also on this side. They say, he spoke Gita, Tejasi Tatha Guru. Tejasi Tatha Guru. So now I have spoken the Gita to you, now you decide whatever you want to do. Means Krishna is not forcing. He's not forcing, but he's also helping. Right? He's giving our independence. That's his God. If God will force us to love Him, then we'll become programmed. A robot is programmed, but a robot cannot develop love because it is programmed. So if we also program, then we will not be able to develop love for Him. So He has given us independence to develop love for Him. If we are programmed, then we cannot develop. A robot cannot develop love. You know? So this is why this is all philosophy we have to understand. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Premanande.